Good day, students. Welcome to JSS 2 English Language, Week 6. A rich vocabulary is one of the most important assets a student can have. The more words you know, and the more precisely you can use them, the better your reading comprehension, your writing, and your examination scores will be. Today we focus on two key vocabulary relationships: synonyms, words with similar meanings, and antonyms, words with opposite meanings. Understanding these relationships builds your word knowledge rapidly, because each new synonym or antonym you learn connects a cluster of related words. By the end of this lesson, you will be able to define synonym and antonym precisely, explain why synonyms are not always perfectly interchangeable, identify and use synonyms and antonyms in context, and build your active vocabulary for examination use. Let us expand our word power. A synonym is a word that has the same or very similar meaning to another word. For example, happy and joyful are synonyms, big and large are synonyms, clever and intelligent are synonyms. An antonym is a word that has the opposite meaning to another word. For example, happy and sad are antonyms, big and small are antonyms, clever and foolish are antonyms. Why do synonyms matter? English has an extraordinarily large vocabulary, over 170,000 words in active use. This richness exists partly because English has borrowed from many languages: Latin, French, German, Old Norse, and increasingly from African and Asian languages. This means that many ideas have multiple words available, and choosing the right one creates precision, tone, and style. An important nuance: synonyms are rarely perfect. They have slightly different connotations, emotional or associative meanings, and collocations, the words they typically appear with. Slim and skinny both mean thin, but slim has positive connotations, attractive, fit, while skinny can suggest an unhealthy thinness. A skilled writer chooses the synonym that carries exactly the right shade of meaning. Section 1. Synonyms in depth. Let us explore synonym groups, clusters of words with similar meanings, paying attention to the subtle differences between them. Group, words for walk. Walk, neutral, stroll, leisurely, relaxed, stride, purposeful, long steps, trudge, tired, heavy, march, military, organized, tiptoe, quiet, careful, swagger, arrogant confidence, shuffle, slow, feet dragging, limp, with a disability or injury. Example: the chairman strode into the boardroom gives a very different impression than the chairman shuffled into the boardroom. Choosing precisely matters. Group, words for look. Look, neutral, glance, brief, stare, prolonged, intense, gaze, dreamily, admiringly, peer, squinting, uncertain, glare, angrily, peep, secretly through a small opening, scrutinize, examine carefully. Group, words for happy. Happy, neutral, joyful, intense joy, content, peaceful satisfaction, elated, extreme happiness, cheerful, pleasant mood, delighted, pleasantly surprised and happy, ecstatic, overwhelming happiness, pleased, mildly satisfied. Group, words for sad. Sad, neutral, miserable, deeply unhappy, melancholy, reflective sadness, despondent, loss of hope, gloomy or dark mood, sorrowful, grief, crestfallen, disappointed, dejected, discouraged. Section 2. Types of antonyms. Not all antonyms work the same way. There are three types. Type 1. Gradable antonyms, opposites with a scale of degree in between. Hot and cold are gradable, between them are warm, tepid, cool, chilly. Other examples: tall/short, fast/slow, loud/quiet. You can say somewhat hot or slightly cold because there are degrees. Type 2. Complementary antonyms, binary opposites either / or pairs with no middle ground. Alive or dead. Pregnant or not pregnant. True or false. You cannot be somewhat dead or slightly alive. These are absolute. Type 3. Relational antonyms, pairs that express opposite perspectives on a relationship. Teacher/student, each defines the other. Parent/child. Buy, sell, when I buy, you sell. Employer/employee. These opposites are not independent, they exist only in relation to each other. Section 3. Important vocabulary pairs for examinations. Here are key synonym and antonym pairs frequently tested at BECE and WAEC. Benevolent, kind, synonyms, generous, charitable, philanthropic, antonym, malevolent, cruel. Brave, synonyms, courageous, valiant, bold, daring, antonym, cowardly, timid, fearful. Obstruct, synonyms, block, hinder, impede, thwart, antonym, facilitate, assist, aid. Fragile, synonyms, delicate, brittle, frail, antonym, sturdy, robust, resilient. Ambiguous, synonyms, unclear, vague, equivocal, antonym, clear, unambiguous, explicit. Prolific, synonyms, productive, fertile, abundant, antonym, barren, unproductive. Coherent, synonyms, logical, consistent, clear, antonym, incoherent, muddled, confused. Abstain, synonyms, refrain, avoid, forgo, antonym, indulge, participate. Meticulous, synonyms, careful, thorough, precise, antonym, careless, sloppy, negligent. Pernicious, synonyms, harmful, destructive, injurious, antonym, beneficial, harmless. Section 4. Nigerian English vocabulary. Nigerian English has contributed many words and phrases to global English: gist, gossip, news, okoda, motorcycle taxi, now in Oxford English Dictionary, agboda, traditional garment, now internationally recognized, jollof, the rice dish that is now globally known and debated. Understanding these words enriches your appreciation of how Nigerian culture contributes to world language. Choose the most appropriate synonym for the underlined word in context. 1. The teacher gave a brief explanation. Synonyms of brief, short, concise, fleeting, momentary. In the context of an explanation, concise is the best synonym. It means short but complete, appropriate for an academic context. 2. The film was extremely entertaining. Synonym of entertaining, amusing, engaging, captivating, enjoyable. In context, engaging or captivating both work, they imply active involvement, suitable for a film context. Now find the antonym. 3. The principal made an explicit announcement. Antonym of explicit, implicit, implied, not directly stated. 4. The water supply was abundant last dry season. This is unusual. Last dry season is when water is scarce, not abundant. So the antonym of abundant is scarce or meager. 5. Our response was ambiguous. Antonym, unambiguous or clear or explicit. 3. Vocabulary examination mistakes. Mistake 1. Choosing a synonym without considering context. Big and enormous are both synonyms of large, but in she gave a large tip the word generous is more appropriate than enormous. Always choose the synonym that fits the specific context. Mistake 2. Confusing antonyms with negatives. The antonym of happy is sad, not happy. True antonyms are opposites, not just negations. Mistake 3. Ignoring connotation. In composition, choosing the wrong synonym, the army retreated versus the army fled, can completely change the tone from dignified withdrawal to cowardly flight. Excellent work. A synonym is a word with the same or similar meaning. An antonym is a word with the opposite meaning. Synonyms are rarely perfect, they differ in connotation, formality, and collocation. Word power comes from knowing not just that two words mean the same thing, but how they differ. 3 types of antonyms: gradable, with a scale between them, complementary, binary either/or, and relational, opposite perspectives on a relationship. For examination success, build your synonym and antonym banks: brave/cowardly, benevolent/malevolent, coherent/incoherent, ambiguous/explicit, prolific/barren, meticulous/negligent. For homework, write 20 sentences using new vocabulary from today's lesson, 10 using synonyms in context and 10 creating antonym pairs and using each in a sentence.